Hello, beautiful yogis. Ashley here, and welcome to day 63 of the 75 Hard Yoga Challenge. All right, so today's practice is all about that upper body strength. So we're going to build strength and stability through the shoulders, core, and back while exploring a few fun transitions along the way. So you probably won't need any props for this one, but always feel free to have a blocker strap nearby if you would like just that little extra support. All right, let's dive right on in. Grab your mat, meet me in a comfortable seated position, and let's get into it. All right, Yogi, so before we get started, let's set the intention for our practice. So go ahead and close your eyes. Gentle tuck of the tail, elongation through the spine, reaching the crown towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and a big exhale out. Bring your hands to your heart center. And let's just begin by setting the intentions for our practice today. So what has brought you to your mat, and what are you hoping to cultivate or achieve in this time that we have together? And once you've set your intention for the practice, go ahead and take a deep breath. And then on that exhale, send the energy down, grounding into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation as those palms touch. Hands come down into that heart center and then gently open up the eyes. Wonderful job. Go ahead and release those hands to your side. Let's just begin with some shoulder circles, rolling those shoulders back. Let's begin to kind of warm up that upper body a little bit and then switch directions. The hands can be wherever they feel comfortable for you. All right, let's bring some bigger movements into the practice. So reaching the arms above the head, and then exhale, bringing them to a T. And then now let's just draw some big circles, some really big circles here. Those arms to warm up those traps now. So the kind of the muscles that sit along the top of the shoulder around the neck, and then switch directions. Really bring those shoulder blades together on your way back. Wonderful. And then flipping those palms. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, taking the left fingertips to the right ear tip as you drop that right hand down. Really reach those fingertips nice and long, bringing left ear to left shoulder. So we're stretching out that right side here, the right side of the neck. The more those fingers reach to the right side, the deeper the stretch feels in the neck and shoulder. And then inhale, rise it to the center. On the exhale, we just switch those sides, reaching through the fingertips on that left side. Again, that right ear, right shoulder comes down so we can stretch that left side. And then on your next inhale, we rise it on up. Hands come down, take the right hand under the left, take eagle arms. Rise those hands up towards the ceiling. Inhale, and then exhale, release your bind, cactus those arms. Inhale, lift those hands towards the ceiling. On the exhale, right hand down, spider walk the fingers. Anchor left hip as we gaze to the right palm, or left palm. I guess it's true what they say about us yoga teachers. We really don't know the difference between our left and our right, do we? All right, inhale, rise it on up. Exhale, hands down. Now this time, left hand under the right, eagle arms. Rise. Feeling the stretch along the back of the shoulder. Exhale, release. And then unbind, cactus. Inhale, rise. On the exhale, left hand down, spider walk those fingers. Anchor that right hip as we reach the right fingertips up and over, gaze to the right palm. Really lengthening through those fingertips to feel that nice long stretch. And then inhale, we rise. Exhale and cactus. Take the hands down, rolling over those shins. Actually, I'm going to come this way. Rolling over those shins. Let's find that tabletop. We're going to take 3 cat-cows, pushing the floor away, rounding through the spine. Chin deep into the chest as you push the pelvis forward. And then inhale, we peel that heart through. And Exhale, push. Inhale, peel that heart through. And push. Inhale, find that neutral spine, planting right hand down, left arm reaches. We're gonna take that thread the needle. So really spiraling open through the torso. On that exhale, left hand comes behind the right. To give yourself a little more space, walk that right hand out a little bit more as you guide that left hand through, dropping head and shoulder down. Use your right hand to push as you deepen through your twist, gazing over that right shoulder. Opening up through the back of the shoulder here. Enjoy your stretch. Notice what is opening up for you here, creating space for the next breath. And then now one arm push up. Bring that hand back to stack underneath that shoulder as we open up that left arm one more time, starting point. Take that left hand down, open up that right arm, or thread the needle on the other side. Now right hand walks behind the left, walking that left hand out a little bit wider, sending that arm through, drop the head, shoulder down, push. Looking over left shoulder. And then pressing through that palm, go ahead and come back into that starting point. Inhale, look how far you've come. On the exhale, take that hand down. All right, pushing the floor away. One more cat-cow, peel that heart through. And then neutral spine. Keep pushing the floor away, curl the back toes. Keep pushing the floor away so much until those shins start to hover. Let them come up, hold it in your tabletop here. That tabletop hover. Inhale, and on your exhale, shifting your weight back, belly rest to your thighs, gaze to those knees. Inhale, and on your exhale, start to straighten those legs, finding your down dog. We're gonna flow through this a few times. Inhale, so now bend those knees, belly rest to the thighs. Roll it back on through, find your tabletop hover, hold. Keep pushing the floor away, no slouching in the shoulders. Inhale, and then exhale, shift the belly back to the thighs, gaze to those knees, straighten the legs, find your down dog, pull the belly in. So here, really spread that upper back, so rounding those armpits under, so that way your back, the scapula, those shoulder blades really start to create space along the rib cage. Inhale, and then on your exhale, bend your knees, belly rest to the top of the thighs, roll it back on through, take your tabletop hover, hold. 1, 2, keep pushing the floor away, 3, 4, 5, shifting the weight back, belly rest to the thighs, straighten the legs, down dog. Perfect. And then inhale, hover, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, shift the weight back, finding your downward dog. Inhale, come through, find your plank, hold your plank. And then on the exhale, lean towards those toes, drop those knees, slow chaturanga lower, elbows bend straight back. Take your time. Find your depth. We're going to hold it at the bottom for 3, 1, 2, and 3. Slow lower all the way back down. Lift it up. Find that little baby cobra rise. Inhale, and then on your exhale, slither those hands through, taking Sphinx pose. Hold your Sphinx here. Feeling that heart through those hands, pressing through that forearm, palm, and elbow, elongating the neck here. And then pressing into those palms, elbows out to the side, lower down. We're going to take that locust pose. So here, inhale, take the hands to the outside of the chest. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Lift the heart. Lift the hands. Keep the feet down. On the exhale, airplane those arms back. Palms face up, pressing those palms into the mat, lifting the feet, rise. Inhale, and then now airplane those arms, just lifting the arms and feet up off the mat. Inhale and exhale, reach it forward. Cactus those arms, hands to the outside of the chest, curl the toes under, roll the shoulders back, press it into your child's pose. And then inhale, we roll it right back on up into our down dog, finishing out a few breaths here. Really diving your attention into your body, into your breath. Notice what's stretching, lengthening, places that are creating space. Or maybe you notice the spaces that are taking up space. All right, wonderful job. Inhale, we come back through to plank. Hold your plank. This time, maybe you want to stay on your toes, or you can drop those knees like first round, leaning towards those toes. Chaturanga, slow lower down, elbows straight back. And then find your depth that you can hold. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, slow descent all the way to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, little baby cobra. Inhale, slide those hands through. Let's take that Sphinx one more time. Pressing hand, forearm, elbow into the mat. Lift the heart. Feeling that upper body, that back start to open. And then inhale, rise it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, look up, hands to the outside of the chest, roll the shoulders back, squeeze those elbows towards your side. Notice what that does to the back muscles. Lift, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lift the hands. Feel the back muscles working. On the exhale, we reach the arms back behind, pressing hands into the top of the mat, lift the feet, or the tops of the hand into the mat, lift the feet. Draw the shoulders down. Lifting. On the exhale, we rise the arms up, pressing pelvis towards the mat as we really try to peel those legs and chest and shoulders away from the mat. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, cactus. Place the hands down, curl the toes. Roll the shoulders back. Push up, push back, child's pose. All right, inhale, rise it on up. Find your downward dog. We hold. Press to that middle finger and thumb. 1 and 2. Let's take one more breath in down dog. And 3. Inhale, pick up that right leg nice and high. Find your 3-legged dog. Moving into our first challenge of the practice, draw that right knee into the chest, come through, maybe knee to nose tap. Inhale and send it back, 3-legged dog. Stay in 3-legged dog as we come through, finding 3-legged plank. Hold it. Inhale, and on your exhale, send it back, 3-legged dog. Inhale, and on your exhale, right knee to that right elbow, tap, or tricep, maybe get it up a little higher. Hold. Inhale, and on your exhale, we transition into side plank on the left side. Now, if you have to, you can always drop that bottom leg coming into that modified side plank, or keep those feet stacked. You can even stagger those feet. Hold it. From side plank, we're going to open it up into wild thing. So taking top leg, dip the toe behind you, pelvis forward as we reach. All right, next challenge, stepping into that lunge. Right foot forward. Keep that back knee up for just a pause, looking through, and then drop the back knee, release it for a lunge. Opening up. All right. Leaning forward, let the back knee float, coming back into your lunge, fingertips rise. Inhale and exhale, cactus. And take it on down. Step it back. Staying onto those toes. Lower down, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward dog. All right, 3-legged dog here on the left side. So left leg is up. Inhale and then exhale, knee to nose tap, come through. Inhale, send it back, 3-legged dog. From 3-legged dog, come into 3-legged plank, hold it up. Inhale, send it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, tap that elbow, come through. Stay on that elbow or tricep. Transition right onto that right foot, spiral open, side plank on that right side. Keep lifting those hips. Remember, you can take your modifications. All right, lifting top leg, step it back, pelvis forward as we reach up high for Wild Thing. Reach the pelvis high for Wild Thing. No slouching through the shoulder. All right, transition into that lunge. Step it through. Woo. Big challenge. Chunk it down if you have to. Pause for a moment with the knee up. Inhale and then exhale, drop the back knee down. Now remember, you don't have to go for perfection. It doesn't matter if it flows. It doesn't matter if it's graceful or if it's messy. It's your practice and it's beautiful in its own way. And you're getting stronger with every attempt. So honor it, appreciate it. Be thankful for whatever it looks like. Because even on the messy days, even the clunky transitions, there's still a lot of lessons to learn along the way, and that's the important part. All right, lean forward, back knee floats, fingertips graze, rise it up to the top. Inhale and exhale, cactus. Frame that foot and step it back, vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Finding that downward dog here, gazing towards the knees. Take your rest. You can also take child's pose if you need to for your rest. Inhale, gaze between those hands, walk those feet forward. Taking that halfway lift, heart peels. Inhale and exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, tee out those arms, rise it to the top. And exhale, Samasthiti. All right, hands come to those hips, hinging at the hips, bend the knees, find your Utkatasana chair. Inhale, and then on your exhale, bring the hands down, right hand under left. Let's take eagle armchair. Rise it to the top, keep hands in eagle arms. We're gonna take left or right leg over left. Either just cross or find full on eagle arm, eagle leg, settle in. Inhale, rise it on up, open it into your warrior three. Reaching those fingertips nice and long. Really let that back leg be nice and active here. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, reach those arms forward. On your exhale, plant the hands down. Take a standing splits. Whatever that looks like for you. Now, maybe standing splits is more boxed off like this, and that's still beautiful and still doing the work. Or you can walk it all the way back. So even my standing splits isn't full expression, but you know what? We honor it, appreciate it, and just be thankful that we're here where we are. Keep moving that needle forward. All right, lean forward, step that back foot to meet the front, and take your forward fold. Remember, we are not trying to meet perfection. We are just simply trying to meet ourselves today, and whatever that looks like. Each day, each moment of each day. Inhale, take that halfway lift. And then exhale, let's just go ahead and bend right on into that Utkatasana chair. Inhale, and on your exhale, left arm under right, finding eagle arms on that opposite side. Stay low in your chair. Inhale, we rise, keeping those eagle arms. On the exhale, left leg crosses over that right. Either keeping just those legs crossed or see if you can hook that foot. Settle in a little deeper. And then if you lose it, just catch the bind one more time. And then on the exhale, open up, releasing the bind, find your warrior three. Inhale, and on your exhale, reach those arms forward, plant them down, taking standing splits. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, go ahead and bend that back knee. Bring that foot to meet the front. Right into Utkatasana chair. And right into forward fold. Inhale, take your halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step walk or jump back to plank. Lower down chaturanga. Up dog. Downward dog. Wonderful job. All right, we're gonna move right on in. So now you can get down to your forearms. We're gonna take forearm plank. You can either just drop your knees, bring yourself onto your forearms, or if you have it in your practice, if that strength is available to you, or if you want to try it, we're gonna lean back. And you can drop one elbow at a time, or see if you can drop both elbows together. Step it back. Find your plank pose. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and pick up those hips. We're going to take dolphin pose. You can keep your hands right here in this sphinx-like position, or bring those palms together. Just try not to let those elbows go too far out to the side. Walk it on in. Find your height in dolphin. No slouching in the shoulders. Push that floor away. Maybe we transition into 3-legged dolphin. Lean forward till you can come onto those toes, and then drop that foot down. Keep leaning forward. Maybe you switch it to the other side. And drop it down. Stay in dolphin. 1, 2, and 3. Drop those knees. Take a child's pose and rest. Really let those forearms, those shoulders, get a little bit of a break here. And then inhale, we come back through, rise it on up. Now you can go right on ahead and drop those elbows from here, or we're going to pop it on up into that plank as we walk those forearms down, or set those forearms down, find your plank. Tuck that tail, keep the belly nice and lifted, but keep the butt low. Push the floor away. We're not slouching in those shoulders. All right, inhale. Now start to pick up those hips, walk it on back, finding your dolphin pose. 3-legged dolphin. Switch those sides, 3-legged dolphin. All right, come back into normal dolphin. Walk it into plank. We're gonna move into side plank on the right side. So take that right hand down, rotate through those heels, find that side plank. So we're on that right arm facing towards I guess that's the left side. You can either stay here or take that tree side plank or star. Exhale, bring it down, switch those sides, moving right on into side plank on the left side. And then on the exhale, either take tree, stay where you are, or star. Drop it down, come back through, open it up, forearm plank, hold. Exhale, drop the hips, peel the heart, finding Sphinx pose. Perfect job. Awesome job. Peel that heart through. Maybe take seal pose as we lift. Inhale and exhale, elbows out to the side. Layer those hands, rest the forehead down, give those arms a break. Curl the toes, hands to the outside of the chest, roll the shoulders back. Push up, push back, release the muscles. Inhale, come up onto tabletop. Leaning to the left side, pick up that right leg.
Shifting weight back to the right hand. So now you should feel nice and even between right hand, left knee, rather than all the weight shifted towards one side. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of some chaturanga strength here. So leaning forward, elbows straight back. Maybe you stay here to hover or drop the chin down. Keep reaching the toe high. Push it up, settle the toes down, push into that back heel, stretch the calf. We're gonna do 2 more of those, a little bit faster. Lean forward, pick it up, elbow bend, drop. Push it up, send it back and stretch. We're gonna do, let's just do 1 more. Lean forward, elbows, bend, push it up, send it back. Coming back into start. We switch the sides right into that left side. Lean through, drop. Lift, send it back. 2 more, lean forward, drop, push it up. So elbows are straight back, don't let them go out to the side. Lean forward, let the strength happen in the chest rather than collapsing through the shoulders. So we don't want this here. That's way too much tension on that elbow. All right, 1 more. Up and back. Perfect job. Bring those knees back together. Settle the hips back. Let those arms rest down to your side. Fold. Rest in your child's pose. Perfect. Inhale, reach those arms forward. On the exhale, come up onto your plank. Weight shifts towards the toes, lower all the way down slowly. Pause at the bottom. 1. You can drop your knees. 2. Keep them up if you can. 3, 4, 5. Slow lower all the way down. Slide those hands through. Take your Sphinx pose last time. Feel that heart through. Maybe come up into seal. Exhale, float it on down. All right. Inhale, arms come open down to the side. Press the tops of the palms into the mat. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lift up. Inhale, lift the feet, lift the hands. Hold it here. Stay up nice and high here. Inhale, and on your exhale, swim it forward. Inhale and exhale, cactus back. Really bring those shoulder blades back, peel the heart. Feel the back muscles along the spine really work. Inhale, and on your exhale, airplane arms back. Inhale, swim it forward. Exhale, cactus. Take the arms down to the side. Swim it forward. Cactus. Arms back. 1 more. Swim it forward. Cactus. Arms back. Hold. Hold it. Hold it. Reach it forward. Cactus. Rest it down. Woo, perfect. All right, back into center, tee those arms. Right hand to the outside of the right chest, bend the right knee, dip the toe behind you, take that scorpion stretch. And then coming back into that center, switch those sides. And on your exhale, come right back into the center, hands to the outside of the chest. Roll the shoulders back. All right, we're gonna bend that right knee, reach back, see if you can grab a hold of that right ankle. Stay here in halves. We're gonna do 2 rounds of these. So if you have to break it down into halfsies, then you can do that. Otherwise, we're gonna try and do 2 rounds of double. Okay, so right into bow pose. Okay, so grabbing a hold of that right ankle. If you have the accessibility, we're gonna bend that left knee and then reach back, grab the left ankle. So here we want those feet to fall out to the side. So almost like the knees are kind of caving in towards each other as the feet fall out. All right, once you have access to both ankles, roll the shoulders back. Press the ankles into the hands, lifting toes towards the ceiling. Four. and 5. Exhale, slow and controlled. Bring it down. No slingshot. Release it. Bring the hands around. Rest the cheek down. Breathe. All right, we're going to do one more round. So if you did one side, you're just going to do the opposite side, obviously. So we're going to move right on in to that. All right, let's go ahead and come back into center. Bending left knee, reach back, grab a hold of the left ankle, push. Let that foot fall to the side. Bend the right knee, reach back for the right ankle. Again, feet fall to the side, knees kind of towards, the energy is like the knees are knocking in towards each other. They're not going to touch. We don't want them close. All right, open up the heart, press the ankle into the hands, reach the toes towards the ceiling. Hold for 5. 1, 2, 3. Keep reaching nice and high. 4 and 5. Exhale, slow and controlled. Lower down. Release the ankles. Hands to the outside of the chest. All right, let's take that scorpion chest. Right arm out to the side. Bend that left knee. Find that scorpion pose. And then switch those sides. Settle in. And on your exhale, come back into your center. Hands to the outside of the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Push up, push back. Inhale and exhale, downward dog. All right, let's make our way into boat pose. So you can come through, gaze between the hands, step, walk, or jump to cross-legged seat, moving right on into boat. Holding your boat, squeeze those knees. Inhale and then exhale, low boat. So maybe your low boat is here, or we take full on canoe. Back into high boat. Maybe you keep those knees bent or straighten those legs. Low boat. High boat. This time grab the ankles. You can either stay here or keep the grab behind the knees. If you'd like to progress it, we're going to try and straighten those legs. Gaze to the toes or gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep pulling the belly in. You might fall backwards. That's okay. Just get right back up. Try it again. Keep trying it, even if right when you get into it, you fall right out of it, because there will be a moment where you will get into it, you will try it, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. It'll be an amazing feeling. So just try it, even if you struggle. All right, now maybe we open up those feet out to the side. Shoulders down the back here. Exhale, feet back together. Release the hands, bring them down to your side, hold it. 1, 2, you can do it. 3, 4, and 5. On your exhale, cross those ankles, lean forward. Let's just do about 3, 4. So these little roll throughs. All right, wonderful job. All right, coming back into your center, roll it on up. We're going to take reverse tabletop. Bring those feet underneath, so right in line with your hips. Okay, so you don't want to be out too super wide or too close. So make sure those ankles are in line with that hip space. So hip width apart. Walk those hands back, fingertips pointing in towards the body, unless you feel better with the fingertips pointing out. So you can decide for your shoulder mobility which hand placement feels best for you. Heart open, lift the chest. I find that you can get a little bit higher in the hips though if the fingertips are pointing away, but for some people that's a little bit harder. So you can kind of pick and choose what feels best for you. All right, reverse tabletop, hips are high. Opening up through the shoulders. You can stay here, or we're gonna take the left leg up for 3-legged reverse table. And then pulse it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse tabletop, other side, right leg nice and high. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stay high. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now see if you can switch the hips back. Push the floor away. Keep the hips high. Drop it down. Ooh, that one's hard. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach for those toes. Paschimottanasana, let it all go. And then inhale, roll it right on up. Roll the shoulders back. Wonderful job. Go ahead and cross those ankles. Let's take one more vinyasa. Lower down, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Fantastic job. Gaze between those hands. Step, walk, or jump into yogi squat. Settle into yogi squat. Settle on down into your seat. Lower down onto your back. Draw those knees into the chest. Awesome job. Full poster, tee those arms. Let those knees fall to the left. Gaze to the right. Squeeze those knees in towards the chest as we switch those knees to the right. Gaze to the left. Inhale right back into center. Cross those ankles. Roll it on up to seat. Rise those arms. Right hand comes under left. Eagle arms lift and fold. Inhale, rise. Cactus, fingertips point in. Heart lift. Inhale, peel those fingers. Rise it on up. Left arm under right. Eagle arms with a forward fold. Inhale, rise it on up. Exhale, release cactus. Fingertips point in, lift the heart. Peel the fingers up off the mat, stretching the palms. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands come down, heart center, open it out. Roll the shoulders back. Taking left hand back behind you, so the palm, so I'll turn and face you for this. So the palm is going to flip around the lower back, reaching that arm up through the center as we reach up with that top hand. See if you can take a clasp, stretching the arm and shoulder. And then we release it, taking right arm to the lower back, lifting that left arm up and over. Maybe you take that clasp. And exhale, release the top arm, gently release the bottom arm, let it relax. Just a couple little neck rolls here. Whatever feels good for your body, just kind of listen to it. So there is no particular pose here. We're just releasing tension from the upper back, neck and shoulders. Just a couple little circles here if that feels good. Perfect. Roll the shoulders back. Interlace those fingers behind you, heart lift. Inhale, and on your exhale, take a little forward fold, reaching the arms away from the body. Inhale, we rise. Release spine, reach towards the ceiling, hands come down. All right, let's make our way back onto our back. And then exhale, drop those feet down. Goalpost or tee those arms. We're going to take that right leg, cross it over the left. Pick up the hips, shift them to that right side. Let those knees drop to the left. Now we're going to either keep our arms in that goalpost or anchor those knees down for a deeper stretch. You can even work on opening up the shoulder, those little goalposts here, like you're trying to kind of open up that rotation. Perfect. Squeeze it back into center. Lift those hips and switch those sides. Crossing right ankle over, or left leg, left knee over right. Pick up the hips, send to the left, knees drop to the right. Again, keep that goalpost or T. You can also anchor that knee down for a little deeper twist. This is perfect for really opening up the shoulder and chest. And then especially if we add that little rotation of the shoulder here, really adds to the stretch. But just be gentle with your body. Move slow, especially if it's new for you. Never move too fast. And then squeeze it back to center. Pick up those hips. Bring those knees into the chest. Taking right knee into the chest. Let that left leg go long. Let's open up the hip flexor just a little bit. And then bring that left knee into the chest. Straighten that right leg nice and long. And then both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe you tell yourself something nice, normalizing that self-love. I don't know. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. You did a good job. You know, if you're into that kind of thing. If not, then just skip it. All right. And on the exhale, bend those knees, drop the feet down. Let's take that good morning stretch. Reach those arms above the head, point the toes. Reach. And then exhale. Take those hands down to your side. Let the palms face up. If you have a lot of tension in your lower back, go ahead and bend those knees. We're going to tuck that tail, flattening out the back completely. And then straighten that right leg. Straighten that left leg. And gently melt down. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Letting all that tension go, bringing the energy down, the heart rate down. Beginning to settle into stillness and peace in this present moment. Relax the jaw, unfurrow the brow, just soften the forehead a little. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Let your feet fall to the side. Shoulders soften. Bringing full awareness to your breath. And should your mind wander into those train of thoughts, as the mind will definitely tempt you to do, just with love, patience, and kindness, redirect the mind, the focus back to the breath. I want to leave you in silence. Remember, this time is for you. Enjoy your Shavasana.
Now, if you'd like a longer Shavasana, you're more than welcome to press pause. Stay here as long as you like. Otherwise, begin to follow me. Coming back to the body, back to the breath. Beginning to wiggle those fingers and toes. Rolling the wrists and ankles. And bending the knees and elbows. And whenever you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side and just rest your head on your arm like a pillow. Letting your body form to the new shape. Notice how calm and still the energy within and around you is. And even if the room around you hasn't changed, notice the way the energy within you almost seems to change the room around you. And then whenever you're ready, using your top arm to press yourself to that nice, comfortable seated position. Once you've made your way to that seat, bring your palms to your knees, but let those palms face up for that mudra of receiving. Roll your shoulders back, let your spine be long. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Wonderful job. Let's take one more for the nervous system. This is to help really regulate that nervous system back into that rest and digest state. Let's take another deep breath. And a big sigh out. Notice what that breath has done to the body, to the mind. And now from this place of awareness, take a deep breath in, lifting those arms above the head. On the exhale, hands come together, heart center. From that awareness, set the intention for the rest of your day. So what are you carrying with you from your practice today into your life? And once you've set your intention for the day, send the energy down, grounding into the earth. Send all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation. Palms touch, hands, heart center. Sealing the space with our mantra. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be filled with love. May all beings throughout time and space be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be filled with love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. All right. Awesome. Awesome job today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's practice. Please let me know in the comments what you thought and what your favorite part was about today. I love to hear from you. So, and again, if you have really been enjoying this challenge, but you have not yet subscribed, please make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So that way you never miss a new class or meditation, but it also really helps out the channel. So I greatly appreciate your support. And again, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next time. Same mat, new challenge. Namaste.